Welcome back, everyone. This is Zade. I am back on the TooCrafty server, as you can see by this giant mushroom biome hill. And today, after many hours of work, I present to you about a third of the platform. Look at that massive thing. I tried upping my render distance like ridiculously high, and it won't render out any farther than that. So I'm thinking it's probably being on an SMP server, the server settings itself won't render farther away from me than that. So even if I turn my thing up, it won't go farther, but yeah, whatever. Let's go have a closer look. Whee! It's big. And let's just say I am rather low on stone now. But here it is. The entire middle area is finished. While we're on that note, I actually need to mark the middle, which I wrote down should be at 2329, which is right here, and negative 62. So we'll run over and mark that down while we're here. Right there. Let's just put a piece of cobblestone right there for later. Pretty soon we're going to start on that, but before that, I've had a lot of ideas running through my head for the tunnel over here, which is rendering away now. But before we get started on that, I do want to give a shout out and a thank you to Ray Chisel and Grungy. They both came over and helped me put down a good chunk of this. So thank you, both of you guys. It probably would still not be finished if I was doing that by myself. That took a long time. But running back and forth from the place, I kept having to run through this tunnel to get out. I'd come down through the waterfall because it's more fun, but I'd run this way and go through the nether to get back up because it was a lot faster. And so ideas started popping into my head on how to decorate our tunnel going in and out of the place. So we're going to start with that and then see if we have any time to get started on marking out the area of at least the inside, but we'll see. So let's see. Oh, I forgot. I need to get my ender chest. I guess I have no dirt on me. I put some in here. I tweeted out a picture just a day or two ago, from the time I'm recording this anyway, and let me just bring this closer. Put that in there. And asked some opinions on what blocks to use in some spots. And I got some good feedback there, and I was leading one way. It was mainly I was asking about some stairs in a corner, and I was actually leaning to use stone brick stairs, and then I decided to try doing the inside without these cobble walls. If you haven't seen the picture, you'll see what I'm talking about shortly, but I removed the cobble walls, and then suddenly the stone looked boring. And so we're gonna use wood, and I also changed the ceiling since that picture, so we will get to that as well. I guess I'm just gonna stick this down right here for now. Let me grab some dirt out of it, and on the sides, if you saw it in the picture, you could see I was using the two high flowers to get over the top of the fence. Basically, I had like the fence here, and then this empty block there, there was like grass and stuff sticking up. Sorry about the little break there. So I don't need it to be too high anymore because the fence won't be in front of it, but I still like the too high fence because it covers up more of the wall. So I'm going to use them anyway. And so what that means is we have our four types of flowers here. Of course, I'm only going to be able to use the sunflowers on this side because they always faced east, and that is that way. So if I put them on this side, you'll only see the stem basically, so that'll be boring. So they'll only be on the one side, but then I've got, of course, the other three types of flowers as well. We can, of course, just bone meal grass and get the too high grass. Let me just put a couple pieces of grass down right here for a second. But the other thing we want is ferns. Now, of course, with the flowers, I'm sure most of you know. Let me put that in there. You can put down the flour. I've shown it in my videos before. You can hit the bone meal, and where'd it go? There it is. It's floating on the ground, but you see it pops out an extra flower. So you can farm the 2 high flowers really easily, but you can, and of course, I guess I can show that too. If you have the grass, you can of course just bone meal the ground, and then there's the 2 high grass. But you can also, get out of here, seed. I don't want you. Whee! You can actually farm these ferns too. This is something I just recently learned. So I ran over to Random Obsessor's base and stole this fern. She'll never know. But, she might watch this video. Maybe she'll skip this part. So anyway, you can take this fern and you can plant it, and then you can bone meal it, of course, and get the 2 tall fern. And then, if you see, I have one in my bag. If I shear that fern, if you look real close, there are 2 ferns there. So now I have 3. So I can just put some ferns down, bone meal them, shear them. Now I have 5, and I can just keep doing that. So I'm going to be able to farm those as well. Neat trick I just recently learned about that. I was pretty happy when I found out that I could farm these. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I need to cut the video here for just a second, because what we're going to do, I can actually show you one real fast. I'm going to have, I'm not 100% sure, but I think maybe start it like here. Sure, we'll just show you that. I'm going to have these, whoops, face downward. I'm going to have these little wooden support beams, I guess. Just pretty similar to how I've done in my castle. So the entrance is going to be like that. It's actually going to be wider on the inside, but then I need to take a quick break here and space out exactly where they're going to go. But just to show you, basically, if you haven't seen my Twitter picture, there's going to be this, and then, do I need it to go 5? No, it'll go over right here. And basically it's gonna go like that, and then it's gonna be taller. I'm gonna go over, and then I'm gonna put a redstone lamp in the ceiling right there, and then it'll keep going. So there would be like a light right here, and then it'll come down the other side. It'll be in the ceiling. But I need to cut, like I said. I'm gonna space out these so that they don't look awkward on the other side, and then we will get to building more in this tunnel. So I will be right back. Alright, got those spaced out, and I went ahead and just put this stone brick line along the border here. I'm probably going to dig this out a little more, maybe. I haven't decided. I might move this log over one, but I haven't decided yet. So we'll just do that at the end. For now, just kind of show you the basic idea is we're going to fill in all of this area with grass. The beam will go here. There'll be more grass. These torches won't stay there. That was just so we could see what we're doing. Grab some more acacia wood. And the idea here is this is going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then of course there'll be grass over here also. Which line is that on right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's gonna go over like that. And do I have, yeah. And there's gonna be a lamp right there. And do I have just some random, I don't, do I? Yes I do. Cobblestone, that'll work. This is gouge in the middle is because I originally dug the tunnel higher, and then I decided to make it at the same level here. So if I just put a block right above it, put a lever, oops, not on that, right there we go. Where did that lever go? And then, you ready? What's the ceiling going to be made out of? Maybe you saw this in my bag. I decided to experiment a little bit. This was not in the Twitter picture. In the Twitter picture, I actually tweeted it out with clay, but I decided let's have some more fun, and I played around with a whole bunch of different blocks, even including things like netherrack, endstone, wheat in different ways, which by the way came up to make some pretty fun rooftops, but they just didn't fit this area. Let me put the next beam up so we can see a little bit better of what this is going to look like. But I definitely, after messing around with it, I would love to use wheat to make a roof, and I'm probably going to at some point, but not here because it just didn't match the style. Let me get another, let's see, so that, and oops, and that. Put another light in here, and let's fill this side in too. But yeah, it definitely made some interesting roofs. But this is the one that I decided I liked the most for this type of an area. It seemed to fit the feel of the tunnel better. Let me just fill that in so we can get kind of a look of what the top's going to look like. It doesn't have the full effect yet, of course, because the next thing I need to make some more stairs. I need to go grab some oak because I totally forgot to bring in. Let me just make a whole bunch here. So the oak stairs then are going to go all the way down in this slot here. And I already went through, as you can see, I made sure that these 3 rows are all stone. If there was dirt or anything, I removed it. Wanted a nice smooth wall. So we're going to move that in like so. And then to make the sides look better, we're just going to take random stuff like these ferns. Oh, get out of my way, crafting table. And various flowers. We'll just grab one of these here, put it right there. Bone meal. I need my bone meal. I have it on me already. Let's see. Bone meal. And to a certain extent, without the walls here, so what my picture included was the cobble wall went here, and then of course all the 2 high things were being used so you could see it over the cobble wall, but I decided against it. Let's pop a couple of these torches out now that we have the lights kind of put in. Let's see what it looks like. I'm going for, since this tunnel is actually in the Mushroom Island, I'm going for kind of the dark mood lighting. So to a certain extent, I can just bone meal this area. We're going to have some 2 high grass. You can put some flowers in. Of course, I'm going to bone meal that up. But it gives me some more options with some shorter things. But I'm just going to fill this in randomly. I mostly want 2 tall stuff, but we'll have some little flowers and maybe some little grass here and there. And it's just going to decorate the wall a bit. Like so. So I'm going to go ahead now. That's the basic concept. You can see what's going on here. I'm going to go finish probably most of this tunnel real quick off camera because it's pretty redundant work. And then I'll kind of show you what it's looking like. And then we'll have to take care of the entryways. This side should be pretty simple. I just have to decide exactly where I want the wood. But on the other side, we're actually going to have to do a little bit of terraforming to make it look good. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this tunnel, and I will be right back. Alright, I am done with that. Let me just knock out these last few torches so we can get the full effect. And there we go. I think I kind of like it, but if you have any opinions on it, of course, as always, let me know. You think there's little things I can do to change or improve it, I'm always open to comments and suggestions. But there it is. I think it gives us a nice feel. It makes running back and forth to our build a lot more nice than running through that ugly little tunnel. On this side, I just moved the wood out one and kept it at the same height, and I think I like it for that entrance. Carved away just a little bit right here. I had to just put a couple blocks right there to cover the top of that, and I think that will do on this side for the most part. The way it's kind of already rounded and stuff, I think getting away with just carving this right here looks fine. I do need, let's see, I've got a lot of torches. Let me make a few walls here. I need to move this under chest somewhere also. Let me stick those in there. Yeah, there we go. So if we just bring the wall into right there like that, And for now, we'll just even do it on this side. So that's how this entrance should look, just like that. There we go. Let me know what you think of that. Let me come down and show you what the next little problem is. On this other side, the landscape is a lot different. So I need to go grab another stack of soul sand from upstairs to finish the roof right here. But you can see even then, what the problem is the way the landscaping is over here is I kind of had to carve it just straight into this hill. And now it looks kind of weird. So what I need to do for now, let me just stick this under chest right there. I never noticed how much those glow. Let me get some of this out of our bags because I have no room. That'll do. Okay. What we need to do is shape this hillside just a little bit. I think on the left here we're mostly okay. I just want to give this bit a little bit more gradualness. Maybe knock out a couple of these blocks. I need to fill that in as well, but I think on the left for the most part I should pretty much just be able to get away with that. But over here I'm gonna have to go a little more extreme. But when you're making a hill look natural, you don't want long, tall areas like this. If you come over here, you don't really ever see that. You're seeing it right here. That's because of Enderman probably. But usually, you might find some twos, but you're never really going to find big, tall, steep areas. You're also not going to find big, long, just like if I do right here. You're not going to find these just long, straight things. So you want to be random with it. For the most part, you're only wanting to go up a block. Every now and then it's okay to do two, but not too much. I'm not sure how far I need to come in with this. But corners are also bad. We don't like corners. I mean, obviously, they're squares. There's going to be corners, but like, we don't want to come out a few blocks here and then curve in here. That's just awkward. I need to replace this, and this, of course, will all grow into mycelium as it goes. But we're just going to kind of give it this effect. Let that grow in for a little bit. We'll see how that's looking. It's okay if this comes in just a little bit. I probably need to carve out one more layer, I think. Actually, yeah, let's do that. We want it to go here. Yeah. So I'm going to need to shape this hill just a little bit more. I also need to go grab some soul sand, fill this in so I can get the full effect. This cave up here, you can see the cobble right there is where I originally dug through the mountain, and that hole right there is where the ladder used to be to get down to our mine. That ladder is now buried, presumably right here, I think. But yeah, we go through the nether to get down there now anyway. But I'm going to go grab that soul sand, I'm going to shape this out, and then I will be right back to show you what I come up with. Okay, I think I can mostly live with that. I'm going to let this grow in the rest of this mycelium, and then we'll see exactly how it looks when the color's in. But I think that's got a pretty good looking slope to it, I guess you would call. I'm a little unsure about this door. I may have to mess around a little bit more with that, but we'll just kind of that does look a little straight right there, actually. We'll kind of just let this go. Let's maybe stick a block right there. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, we'll let the mycelium grow in and we'll see what it looks like after, but I think that should mostly be good. I think that's probably going to do it for us today. Getting a decent time tomorrow. Next week, we will probably start at least putting down the sandstone floor. That'll be kind of the middle, the fighting area, or the whatever we want to use it for area. we'll put that down at least, and we'll see how much we can get started on some of the other things. As long as nothing else comes up, I think that looks pretty cool in the dark. Just that glowing tunnel from afar. I like it. But yeah, that's going to do it for us today. I've been alone on the server this whole time. I think most of the people are over playing Pixelmon. Blech, not my thing. But they're still playing here, don't worry. And I have a super secret something coming up as well that will be involving. I'm going to have to bust this hill up. Or do I want to go around the hill to the portal? I'll have to think about that. I've got something else coming up. It's going to have some other TooCrafty members involved and maybe some other people as well. We'll see. But that should hopefully be coming in the very near future. We're getting closer on that. So stay tuned for that. Let me know what you think of this tunnel. Any ideas at all, rude remarks, that's cool too, whatever. I can take it. And we'll get started on the arena next time, hopefully. So I will see you all in the next episode. Leave a like if you enjoyed what you saw today. And have a good day, everyone. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.